the shows?
I wouldn't say I'm nervous. Are you nervous?
I'm nervous.
They should sing something right now for everybody.
You know you could.
Sing now! Sing now! Sing something.
Oh yeah, that's not happening. I'm sorry. That's literally not going to happen. I'm sorry.
But how are you guys feeling about doing that episode?
I don't know what to expect yet.
Yeah, I don't either. I think the possibilities are endless of what we could do and what's there, and
yeah,
I can't even fathom what it would look like or feel like.
Just putting trust in the guy.
Now,
you're the Green Arrow now.
I've actually got a chance recently to play that sort of earlier version of the character that we saw in the earlier seasons. And I gotta say, I kind of miss that guy. You know what I mean? And I feel like that version of the character was very two-dimensional, and then the counterpoint to that character was a little bit two-dimensional. Killing, not killing, no in between. So I like the version that we have now.
do you want to tell us a little bit about this speedster who's coming in?
His name is Savitar, and he's the god of motion. So Flash is up against his biggest foe yet.
Nice.
He's scary.
The Dominators are sort of going to be the villain of the crossover. Is there anything you want to tell us about the crossover?
Well, we're very excited for everybody to see it. They all have their own continuing kind of storylines through it, and but it really does very much feel like in the middle of the whole season, like a 3-hour movie. It starts a little bit at the tail end of Supergirl, because she's in a whole, for those of you that watch, she's in a whole other universe on a whole other planet. So there's some, having to go get her. And then it really begins the night of the Flash with and it's 3 parts.
I just read the scripts.
I'm not sure. I can't say anything about that. But I mean, obviously they work together every week, right? And they're very close. And I can't imagine anyone that would ever be in either of their lives that would replace the other person.
Yeah, we haven't really discussed like our relationship yet this season, but we do discuss. Oliver and Felicity discuss a little bit about the relationship and where it is in this week's episode. Fun scenes.
Sarah will take care of your girl for you.
Please.
We got another one right here.
Backseat leader with Rip, so she's kind of used to it a little bit, but now that it's actually her responsibility, I think it's kind of stressful because now everything's your fault. If something doesn't work, it's your fault. If someone gets hurt, it's your fault. So dealing with this new kind of level of responsibility, and she's kind of got to get her act together because she's just hanging out with like Captain Cold and Heatwave, and they're messing around, and now it's like she's in charge, so she's gonna get it together.
What about you for you, Grant?
It was a 6-week process. It was an initial audition with David Rappaport, and then they brought David Nutter in, who directed it, and then I think Greg and Andrew, and then multiple screen tests. I did one screen test with Emily, like on the Mentalist set, like on a police set at Warner Brothers. Yeah, I don't know. I just remember I had like a stomach ache for 6 weeks because I was so nervous, and yeah, it worked out though. So.
Lisa, and I remember going in there and just like sitting down on the ground, and they were like, "Do you want a chair?" And I'm like, "No, I'm good." And then, yeah, I did.
Is that true?
Yeah, I did the first like scene on the ground.
Okay.
I'm fine. Leave me. And then I remember thinking like, oh, that's nothing else is like it's done. I didn't get the part, and I got a call, and they're like, we need you to come in. Stephen Amell is coming to town to do a chemistry read with you.
Mr. Stephen Amell.
Mr. Amell. And then I was like sitting in the parking lot before the chemistry read, and I was really nervous. And I was like kind of amping myself up, and then I just see this guy like getting out of his car, and he's like, ugh, like, and I was like, Mr. Amell?
I was a big fan of Caity from Mad Men. It's a true story.
To race me, his name's Scotty, and he wanted to race me. I was in my suit, and he swore he was gonna smoke me. And he was like wearing a work belt and stuff and didn't want to take it off, and I smoked him. And yeah, I don't know why he wanted to race, but that's the only time I've raced someone in the suit.
Yeah.
Okay, we got who do we got over here? There we go.
Hi, my question is for Greg, actually. I'm a big fan of Candace and Iris. And
She's terrific.
Yeah, she
Candace
is.
Pat.
I'm actually seeing her today.
You are?
Yeah, I am. So superhero journalism has always been a big part of superhero comics. So I wanted to know how do you incorporate Iris's journalism arc into this season?
Yeah, I mean, ever since she became aware of obviously Barry's secret toward the end of season 1, she's been more integrated into the mystery of it all. But she has her own dreams and her own pursuits in terms of journalism, and